podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
Welcome to North Carolina Weekend. I'm Karen Reed. Historic Hope Plantation in Bertie County tells the story of rural life in 18th and 19th century eastern North Carolina. The centerpiece is Hope Mansion, the restored home of former Governor David Stone. And now, recent discoveries by a dedicated curator have resulted in a whole new understanding of life at Hope Mansion. Producer Derek Long traveled to Windsor to find out more.
Historic Hope Plantation is the restored estate of former Governor David Stone.
David Stone was born here in Bertie County, probably just a couple of hundred yards over that way.
Son of a wealthy merchant from Massachusetts, David Stone received a medical degree from Princeton at age 18, and then he returned to North Carolina and studied law.
From being a lawyer, he became involved in politics, again getting elected to the U.S. Senate, and serving 2 terms as governor of North Carolina from 1808 to 1810.
A foundation was formed in the 1960s to purchase and restore the home.
Opened in the early 70s, and to furnish the house, they had David Stone's estate inventory to go from. But it was very, very large. It runs 50 pages. Half of that was taken up with books. But they were having trouble with the order of the inventory.
Digging deeper into that inventory, Gregory Tyler made an important discovery.
We realized that the inventory had been out of order, and when we got it in order, then the room usage started to fall in place, and from that we were then able to determine what furniture was in which rooms, and therefore given us room usage in David Stone's time. As you walk through the house, it becomes very obvious now that David Stone had very compartmentalized his life. The first floor downstairs is devoted to his family life and his private life, and up here, it's his public world. It's kind of like doing above ground archaeology and reading all of these old papers, figuring out the handwriting and the strange spelling.
And what the placement of one piece of furniture might reveal.
The presence of an easy chair in this room told me that this was a bedroom, because at this time period, this is not a piece of furniture that you would have found in your parlor or out in some important public place, but these were bedroom pieces of furniture.
And what did that tell you about the rest of the house?
It made me realize that all of his personal bedrooms are definitely on the first floor, and so he's really kind of got 3 zones going on here, with his first floor for the family, second floor public life, and this northeast corner from the basement up to the top of the roof is the area of the house that the slaves have access to so they can perform their duties in the rest of the house. Close by, but out of sight.
A lot of sites don't include the African American perspective or the Native American perspective. They only include the perspective of the white family. And here at Hope, they've been making a point of trying to figure out how to describe the space so it shows what the black members of the household were doing, trying to make sure everyone feels that they're included and telling everyone's story.
Actually, there are many, many stories here. It's not just the story of David and this really incredible one-of-a-kind house that he built here in rural eastern North Carolina, but his family. He and his wife, Hannah Turner, had 11 children, but by the time he died, he also owned 139 enslaved people. And with this new interpretation, I feel like that we can start to focus not just on David Stone, the man, but his personal life, his wife, his children, what happened to them, and understanding how the enslaved black family here at Hope would have functioned in the house. And that's the bigger story that we're now able to tell with the new room arrangements.
That's important because North Carolina is a very rich place. There's a rich history and a rich body of people here. And that includes Native Americans, African Americans, and Europeans. And historically in the past, we haven't always been able to do that. And it builds a sense of community and better represents just who we are.
This is Derek Long for North Carolina Weekend.
Historic Hope Plantation reopens April 2nd with reenactors in period costume, music, refreshments, and entertainment for the whole family. Hope Plantation is located 4 miles west of Windsor off NC 308. For more information about upcoming events, call 252-794-3140 or go online to hopeplantation.org.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.